Hello and welcome to Monday morning messages from your guardian angel. I am Ros Place, guardian angel communicator, and I'm delighted to be with you in this episode of Monday morning messages, all about feathers. Do you see feathers? Do you see them in your bedroom? Do you see them when you're out and about? Do you see feathers in places where a feather could not possibly have reached? Feathers are always signs from the angels. But as we move into this Monday morning message, I'd like to share with you a meaning of feathers which could really transform your life. So, last week in the Monday morning messages, we had a super moon. January was an incredible month where on the 1st of January we experienced a super moon, and on the 31st of January we experienced a super moon. It was an extremely powerful time. It wasn't just a super moon, it was a super blue blood moon eclipse. There was plenty of energy going on and I really enjoyed it. But I have to say that once we got the other side of the full moon, I kind of felt a letdown, not a letdown, like a relaxing kind of feeling come through, which I enjoyed. And this month is really interesting, February, and I will talk more about this in next week's Monday morning message because it will be very close to the new moon. This month is really interesting in February because we had 2 full moons last month. We don't have any this month because February is not long enough. When we had the full moon on the 31st, there aren't enough days. There isn't enough time in February for there to be a full moon. It doesn't appear again until the 1st of March. So this month of February is called a black moon, and it's where there's just a new moon. And I'll talk some more about that in the next Monday morning message. There's been tons of lunar activity. It's been a really energetic time, and the focus this month is very much about you, focusing on you, and really planting seeds that will grow and that will help you to make progress. And making progress is what I would like to talk with you about today, which is going to link in with the feathers. First of all, I want to say thanks for all of your participation. It means so much to me to see all of your comments, for you to share what your card has been with your guardian angel for this week, what your focus has been for every week. We're really growing an amazing community and you're a really important part of that. And everything that you share encourages other people to share and it provides a new insight. It's incredible. It's wonderful. So please continue with all of that. I love it. It makes me feel very, very happy indeed. So last week's card for us as a community was gratitude. And it was about focusing upon gratitude, focusing upon things that you appreciate, people that you appreciate. And I shared with you that that's something which I encourage my kids to do. Not because it makes them a good person, not because it's to do with manners and politeness, although all of those things are factors, of course they are. But when you really appreciate something, you're in a wonderfully enjoyable state of being. When you sincerely and really appreciate something or someone, you just feel open. It's a very loving, very abundant experience. So as we go through every Monday morning message, it's really exciting to look forward to that part, which we'll enjoy at the end, where we can choose an oracle card. And you know that I love the word choose. It's one of my favorite words. We can choose an oracle card, which will give us a focus as a community for the whole week. So let's get back to what this Monday morning message is about. So what prompted this message was a number of things. Part of what prompted this message about feathers was popped into my life probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. And it came to me through my husband. My husband told me this analogy, shared with me something that he'd read. And it was about Mother Duck. Okay. And it was about how Mother Duck goes about making progress in her life. Okay, and the Monday morning message picture, which tells the story of this information that I'm sharing with you, is so cute. And if you want to get Monday morning messages and the pictures that go with them straight into your inbox and not to be avalanched by endless other emails from me, I'll let you know what I'm up to and what's going on, but you're not going to open yourself up to a constant stream of endless emails. Then sign up for the Monday morning messages in the link, because they're lovely. The pictures really help you to understand the message in a deeper way. So you can do that in the link below. So my husband shared this analogy with me about Mother Duck. And here's the analogy. Mother Duck, when she has her ducklings, okay, she doesn't try to get all of her ducklings in a nice, neat line. You can imagine she's got, like, I don't know, let's say she's got 12 ducklings, Mother Duck. She's very busy. And they're all having a wonderful time on the pond. And Mother Duck knows that it's time to go to where it's sunnier, or Mother Duck knows that it's time to go back to their nest, or Mother Duck knows that it's time to go where the feeding's better. Now, in order to get those 12 ducklings to move where she wants them to be, do you think that she spends an awful lot of time kind of rallying them, waiting for them all to get in line, waiting for them to be quiet, waiting for them to be ready, waiting for everybody to be lined up in an orderly fashion behind her before she swims off? Do you believe that she does that? She doesn't do that. I've never seen her do that. Whenever I see ducks, and whenever I see mother ducks, they're swimming and their ducklings are in a beautiful orderly line behind them. So the reason I'm telling you this, sharing with you this analogy, which gave me a real visual, I love analogies. How do you feel about analogies? Do you like stories which help you to understand something in your own life? Because I really, really do. I'm someone who's very visual. I hear things too, and I definitely learn through doing, absolutely. But I'm really affected by things which I see. I'm clairvoyant, so that would, I suppose, makes sense. So if you imagine this picture of Mother Duck on the lake, wanting to get back to the nest, or where the feeding is better, or into a wonderful sunny area where they can all be warm, or just go somewhere different because she's bored of being where they are, she doesn't try to get all of her ducklings to line up before she makes that move. She quacks and she swims off. And in the picture in this week's Monday morning message, it's quite funny because you can just see her tail kind of disappearing off the picture and the ducklings following behind. And that's the way the universe works. The universe requires movement. The universe requires you to act. And when you act, every single outcome, every single person that can help you, every single opportunity, every single conversation, every single thing which you think might be what you need, and everything else which the universe is just waiting to hand to you, gets into line. The universe asks you to act, and when you act, it multiplies the energy of your action. When you move in a direction where you want to go, the universe hears that, sees that, and adds power to that, and brings about everything that you could ever possibly want. But if you spend time swimming around and trying to get all of your ducklings in one place in a neat line, one's going to go in one direction, one's going to go in a different direction, you're going to spend an awful lot of time and energy trying to achieve a situation which is not at all necessary. All the universe wants from you is action and movement. If you move in a direction with sincerity, with intention, if you move from where you are with what you have, if you do all that you can do from where you are with what you have, the universe powers up. The universe increases the energy. The universe hears it. You have to show the universe sometimes, and yourself, that you mean it. You don't have to prove anything to the universe, but your actions speak much more than your words. The universe is hearing words from you all of the time. The universe hears you speak and say things. The universe hears your vibration, your energy, all of them. But what it hears loudly and what your guardian angel is sitting waiting for is movement. Doing what you can do from where you are with what you have is what will enable you to get all of those ducklings in line. So the reason that I bring this message in with feathers is because whenever you see a feather, it's a wonderful sign from your guardian angel. It's a wonderful sign from the universe. It's a wonderful, loving signal that you're moving in the right direction, that everything's going to be fine. It's encouragement. It says, continue, move, do something. So how about every time you saw a feather now, you associated that with your guardian angel, but also it made you give thought to Mother Duck. How about if it was your guardian angel and the universe reminding you of Mother Duck's movement, saying to you, be like Mother Duck, swim the direction, take a next step, move to where feels good to you. Do that, and all of your ducklings will line up and follow. Because if you sit and wait for something to drop into your lap, if you sit and wait for something to happen, you're not participating, you're not interacting with the universe in the way which the universe wants you to, so that it can really help you. So what do feathers mean? Feathers always mean wonderful things. Feathers always are a signal and a sign from the universe which is positive. But how about if those feathers were saying to you, be like Mother Duck, move in a direction, take a next step. So what is taking the next step? Okay, so many different things. Something that I like talking to people about with regards to taking the next step is an example which came up recently. And it relates to, for example, waiting for something. If you're waiting for something, I personally do not enjoy waiting for things. I am not a naturally patient individual. I enjoy knowing that I've done all that I can do from where I am with what I have, and then allowing the universe to get involved by going off and doing something else, tending to that wonderful energy that I've put in a direction that I want to move, but ultimately letting the universe do its part. So something that I talked about recently was someone who was waiting for an interview. They want a new job, right? Someone who, this could be you. Think about a scenario, something that you're waiting for. Yeah, you might want a new job. You might want to be slimmer. You might want to have a different. You might want to develop spiritually. You might want to have exciting things to look forward to in your life. Okay, and sometimes the things that are causing you the most problem and the most difficulty and the most pain can be the things which really are catalysts for helping you to see what you actually do want. But let's say, for example, you're waiting for an interview. What can you do from where you are to show the universe that you're ready, that you mean it? You can make sure that you've got the right outfit organized, that it's clean, that it's ironed, that it fits. You can make sure that you're preparing in all the ways that you can. You can study. You can watch videos on perfecting your interview technique. You can reach out to people and find out about how to present the very best CV. You can maximize your chances of success. So waiting for an interview is something which you can really bring about much more quickly by doing what you can do from where you are with what you have. It's exactly the same with wanting to be slimmer. Okay, so when you've got a big task ahead of you, when it feels as though you're waiting for other people to come back to you, okay, or when it feels as though you've got something which you've been challenged by for some time. And by the way, I'd love just to remind you once again that this 2018 year which we are in which is an 11 year, because 2 add 1 add 8 is 11, means that this is the year for you to break through. This is the year for you to make progress, to conquer challenges, to advance. When there's something which feels like a big task, something which you know is going to require lots of steps, just take the next step. You know, if you want to be slim, for example, chuck out all the biscuits in your cupboard. If you want to be slim, get outside and walk for 5 minutes. If you want to be slim, look at areas of your body which you love and which make you feel good and focus on those. Do what you can do from where you are with what you have. Be like Mother Duck. Don't wait for everything to line up. I can remember, and this is another thing that prompted this conversation, a conversation in one of the groups which I have on, which I'm part of on Facebook. And we've been talking about how to move forwards with something that you want to do, but you don't feel confident about doing. You know, it's like, am I good enough? Will I be a success at this? And we talked about how it feels to want to do something really badly, but to feel that it's difficult to take that next step, to feel like you're not quite ready, to feel like you haven't quite got enough of a plan, to feel like, and to share my own experience, going back to when I started and took that big step to sharing the work that I do now, and kind of not hiding away, but being visible, and all of the self-esteem issues, which I am so happy that my purpose demanded that I address, or I could have ignored, but I just would have felt so frustrated. It was like intolerable in the end. It was just like, this feels so horrible. I've got no choice but to do something about it. I've got no choice but to step in to what terrifies me, because the alternative is so rubbish and I've been stuck in it for so long, you know, trying to hide away and trying to suppress things, letting your purpose out, letting your light out. And I can remember feeling lacking in self-confidence. I can remember feeling that I wasn't good enough, or that I wasn't ready, or that I needed more of a plan, or that perhaps I should wait, perhaps I should be more patient, perhaps there were people doing it already much better than me. Perhaps there were people who would always be better than me. And then you move into competition, and that's an extremely constrictive experience to step into when you start comparing and competing. It's always something which is going to never lead you where you truly want to be. And I remember feeling all of those things. I really do remember feeling all of those things, feeling really not good enough, feeling really frightened about doing things. Everything seemed to be a push. Everything seemed to be hard for me to do and to accomplish and to achieve. And what led me towards the happy experience that I have of sharing my purpose now were those next steps, was the Mother Duck. Right, okay, I'm going to take that next step. I'm going to move in that direction. I'm going to do that thing that interests me. I'm going to do that thing that I'm excited about. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to move. I'm going to make movement. And everything lines up. All of the ducklings line up. And I am no better than you. I'm not someone special, or I'm not somebody who has something which you don't have. You are infinitely powerful. You have a remarkable purpose. You have an incredible light. And all that's required is for you to make movement. One step. Know where you want to be. Focus on what feels good and exciting to you. And like Mother Duck, all those ducklings will line up. There's no perfect time. There's no ultimate plan. You can't work out from where you are exactly how everything's going to be in order to give you the reassurance that you think you need and the evidence that you think you need, which will give you the encouragement and the confidence and the surety. Does this feel good to me? Yes. Is this exciting to me? Yes. Do it. Do it. Because that's how you make progress and that's how you move. That's what Mother Duck does. So, feathers, a whole new meaning for feathers and two feathers. When you see a feather, think about angels, think about the universe, think about your guardian angel, and also think about Mother Duck. Mother Duck saying to you, quack. I'm quacking, I'm walking, I'm swimming, and all of my ducklings are going to follow me. You can be Mother Duck. And all of your ducklings are everything that you ever wanted, that's going to help you, that's going to enable you, that's going to inspire you, that's going to empower you. Don't try to get all of your ducklings to line up neatly before you swim off. Be brave. Be confident. Walk, swim, be like Mother Duck. Let's see what our guardian angels would like us to know about that message today, about Mother Duck today, about moving in a direction, about being brave, about taking that next step, about not waiting for ducklings to get in a neat line, but about knowing that when you swim off, they will. Let's see what the angels would like us to know. Our angels would like us to know. So the cards which I'm going to be working with this week are the Gateway Oracle cards. This is one focus, one message for us this week, okay? With a focus on Mother Duck, being like Mother Duck. So I'm going to ask Tristan, my guardian angel, Tristan, please guide these cards and provide this community, all of us, with a message relating to making progress, taking the next step, movement. Wow. Listen with your heart. Let me turn down my light so that you can see this. Here we go. Listen with your heart. How close is that? Is that close enough? Listen with your heart. Listen with your heart. Your heart will always lead you towards what will make you happy. Your heart will always lead you towards fulfillment. Your heart is quieter than your head. Your heart asks you to do things sometimes which aren't convenient, which aren't the same as you've always done. Your heart says, I'm with you. Your heart says, feel this, move with that energy. So the message from all of our guardian angels this week for our community is listen with your heart. When you listen with your heart, what do you feel about your purpose? What do you feel about your guardian angel? What do you know that's quiet? What can you admit? What can you admit? What's really important? So that is the message from our guardian angels. I'm going to turn the light up a little. There we go. That looks like a good balance of light and ability to see the oracle card. Fantastic. So that's our community's message. Listen with your heart. That's the hardest thing. That's the thing. That is what I have found the hardest to accomplish in my life. Listening with my heart. Your heart doesn't tell you the fastest way. Your heart doesn't tell you the easy way very often. Your heart often won't agree with, you can't bring into kind of like making sense or what's logical often. It's like, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this. If you're feeling it, if it feels exciting, if you're going like this, take that step, be like Mother Duck. So I would love to hear your cards for this week from your guardian angel. Draw a card. What is it that your guardian angel says to you about Mother Duck? What is your message about you moving forwards, about a tendency to wait for everything to line up, everything to be perfect, for all the ducklings to be in a neat line? No. Quack. Walk and swim in the direction that you want to go in, and all of those ducklings will line up. Thank you so much for being part of this Monday morning message. Have a wonderful week. I'm excited to be with you already in next week's Monday morning message, where we'll be talking about the new moon and how this is an absolutely perfect time for you to put in place things which will help you to achieve your purpose. Looking forward to reading your comments, and thank you for being part of this community. It's a wonderful experience. Bye for now.